Josh, what doesn't Amazon sell?
I can't really think of anything that they don't sell because they sell quite a bit of stuff.
That is true. Amazon Prime Day sells Amazon just sells everything.
They
Jeff
do.
Bezos has
Jeff Bezos has his tentacles in everything, and they're always
everything.
making new stuff.
Well, if you look at this picture right here, what do you think was bought on Amazon?
Probably the windows or the
The
doors or something like
doors, the
that.
chairs, definitely.
Maybe the cement.
The
The
cement.
cement.
I guess it is.
Yeah.
Amazon 2 day shipping on cement.
Mhm.
But you'd be wrong because it's the entire building.
That's crazy, by the way.
Yeah, Amazon now is shipping and selling entire buildings,
That
entire
is
homes.
entire homes. That's insane because you would not expect that they would be able to ship something like this, or the people, the third parties on there to be able to ship something like this. Because typically when you think of an Amazon package, you think of a
Yeah,
small package, or maybe something just a little bit relatively bigger if you're buying like a bed or something like that. But a whole home?
entire home. Because now we're looking at things like this. So now we'll go to Amazon, and
That's crazy.
here is an example of what you may find. And we'll go over more about this in a second after you consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button. We come with interesting topics like this one all the time. So make sure to hit that subscribe button for more. I think the crazy thing when I see this is that there's only there's
There's
only
only four
there's
left.
only four
Yeah.
left. You gotta buy
Yeah,
it
that's true.
now. And buy now.
29,000, $30,000.
$30,000 you get this.
Double Starny Barn Home 2024 folding prefab home.
The thing is that a lot of these seem to be um repurposed like shipping container. Like this one specifically looks like a shipping
Yeah,
container. I'm like, I don't know.
that looks
This
like
one
a
looks
shipping container.
doesn't look like it, but I mean,
It
that's
looks
not what
pretty
they're.
cool though. Yeah, I think it looks pretty
The
cool.
wild thing is that this one is like they're advertising like which one is it? Which one are you selling me?
That's
Like there's like all
true.
these different pictures.
That's true. You don't know it's a
It's
mystery.
a
This
mystery, but
is a mystery home that they're going to be selling you, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of great. It's crazy that you can get them in two different sizes, to be honest with you. 20 feet or 40 feet for that one. But these homes, I would imagine, because a lot of stuff goes into making a home, and it's not like when you think of this, you think it's like, how's the plumbing gonna work?
yeah.
Is there any insulation?
I mean,
It's
it from the looks of it, you think like, oh, this might be nice.
Mhm. What did the reviews say?
That's where we get sketchy.
Oh my, this is an oven. Yes, it's made out of steel. Look at the insulation and do the math. This is an oven. Yeah, so it's I can understand, like, maybe if you live in the most ideal climate where you don't have to worry about the heat, or you don't have to worry about the cold.
Look at this one. This is like the best. Like I feel like a lot of people don't have it because
Yeah.
like look at this one. I 5 stars, love it. Don't
Don't
buy this.
89 people found it helpful. I don't think these people are actually buying the home.
Yeah, I
Or maybe there's a subset of people, because I do remember seeing a short, a YouTube short, where a guy goes and he buys like this prefabricated home, and it just like folds outwards. So like some people are buying it,
I
probably
mean,
YouTubers.
but I mean, I don't see. The thing is that no one's like buying. I don't know. Like these are like meme ones. Like this one right here. Like I love this home. I've never quite known life until I own this building. I feel like a landlord, farmer, and Minecraft advocate all in one little tornado-proof cube. I'm
This thing
like,
will not be able to survive a tornado. I think it's not too much of a stretch for me to say that this thing would not survive a tornado, would not survive a flood,
yeah,
it would not survive a few things hitting it.
yeah. Like, what is this? But I mean, the thing that still remains this Joe Rogan here.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my
I don't
god.
know. But the crazy thing is that
Oh my god.
these are on here.
Yeah.
So if we're like looking through, I feel like a lot of them are, like these prefab or let's see what other ones we have.
Wait, that 4,000 one, that one looks kind of okay. But I guess so.
This is like a
Yeah, this is like a patio.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a
it's not really a like a home.
yeah. You can't live in this. You
No,
could, I guess.
I mean you could
It's like a
technically.
gazebo.
Yeah,
It is a
it
gazebo.
is a gazebo.
No way.
Apply a $500 coupon. What the?
That's not their house.
No, that's not
Oh,
there.
there
Oh,
it
it's the
is. But
gazebo.
the gazebo's on
Ki-
top of
Yeah,
top of a porch.
that thing is an oven.
I think
That thing's an
it's gonna
oven.
be cold.
I would
Oh, that's so annoying. You have to open the door to
yeah.
like go through to the.
So the side, yeah.
Oh, it's a sliding door.
But okay, so I would say that overall, I think that, tiny homes or just like these like prefabricated homes are a
Yeah.
good idea because like the prospect of owning a home in the United States is getting further and further away from most people. It's
Yeah.
typically the land that costs quite a bit of money, but these tiny homes, if you're able to purchase probably some cheap land, put a tiny home on it, be able to
Yeah.
put the plumbing, be able to do the lighting, do everything. You might potentially save a lot of money. I
Mhm.
will say too that it is it's still like things that you have to consider if you're going to be buying this is
Mm.
like what that other guy mentioned and what I mentioned earlier,
Joe Rogan.
the insulation,
Oh, the insulation. Yeah.
how
If you're in Tornado
weatherproof,
Alley.
tornado alley, the climate. There's a bunch of stuff that you have to consider. But I do think it's probably a good idea, especially because I do also think that a lot of people don't need as much space as they think they need.
Hmm.
Um, and for most people, like they might need more if they have a family or like pets and stuff like that. But if you're like probably single or just you and your partner, probably wouldn't be too bad overall. But that's just like my 2 cents on it. People live in New York City apartments and are paying like exorbitant rent, so I could assume that you might be getting the same or a little bit more space in a tiny home.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think that Amazon selling this too is also kind of crazy because you wouldn't imagine that they're able to sell these things to people, to be honest, because I feel like you would probably, like a few years ago, you'd have to go to a sketchy site to even look at something like this.
Yeah. So I think the whole thing is that a lot of people are looking at these as not like the permanent place that they're going to live. Like, this is not a replacement for a house. This is like an addition to a house, or like, if you have extra space, you put it there. Or if maybe if you don't have,
Big backyard.
you have a big backyard, or if you,
Have a big front yard.
no, if you live somewhere and you want to like have a cabin or something, and then you could have
Oh
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
this
true.
pop up, and it's pretty quick.
Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
But I think the wild thing is that in the Bay Area where we are, I think that people are looking at ADUs, so accessory dwelling units. So this is kind of like the way that a lot of people are going, is that if you have a little bit of land, you can go and add a little ADU. And
Mm.
and these like ADUs are like can be rented out or something, because I know like
Provide a source of income for
yeah, a
homeowners.
lot of big
Dang.
cities have this issue where people are like living or renting out like their garages or renting out their attics,
Oh yeah, yeah.
other like random spaces in their building. But this has been a way to potentially like solve a lot of the demand for housing,
Housing, yeah.
is building these ADUs and affordable little houses. And it really could be a solution, because I feel like if you're looking at the Amazon house, like maybe
Well, this
not,
is a
maybe not
gazebo.
this
Yeah,
one,
this is
that's not the
good.
gazebo one, but like if you, maybe not that one either.
If you're looking at one of
If
these,
you're looking at one of these places, like I don't know, maybe even this one, like if you had to have an apartment, your apartment was like this thing, like I don't know, I think it's a little
it
more
looks
spacious than an apartment
it looks pretty
sometimes.
nice.
Maybe not this one. This one like looks little. Um, Here's a video, I guess, of the
Do you think this is
first one.
a real like customer that bought this, or do you
I think
think
this
this
is
is
the
the
seller.
yeah?
has how many rooms? Is it 4 rooms, a bathroom. But you know what I'm saying? It's like basically like I feel like they have a lot of smaller apartments on the market too. So
Mm-hmm.
if you had to if you had the space to add an ADU, I think this would be a pretty good thing just because like,
Mm-hmm.
it'd be pretty quick. They deliver it to you and I mean, they're only charging $70 in shipping apparently.
That's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
It's a restocking fee. That's probably it's a restocking fee when you return
When you
it.
return it to Whole Foods, they're
Yeah.
like, when do I do this? Like, I left in the parking lot. You just,
Just leave it there.
just take it away. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think that this is a good way to solve kind of like the housing crisis? I don't know. There's been a lot of different like solutions, and I think that this one is a bit better if you have the space to
If you have,
have
yeah,
this.
yeah, if you had the space to have this, I think that you could potentially like, I mean, they were talking about potentially like renting out this place, additional sources of income. I think a lot of benefit, as long as they aren't charging like
Mm.
regular like rental prices for like apartments and things like that. I think it's probably better.
So the last thing I will say is that I feel like oh we've been kind of hating on it, and people were joking in the Amazon reviews about how like the Amazon buildable like Lego Minecraft house is pretty lame, but I think it'd be better than renting
The coffin homes.
the coffin homes. I didn't realize that they still had them because before
Yeah.
they got shut down. And apparently you can still buy these coffin hotels or coffin homes where now you can what I mean they're saying it's $800 a month to rent, but
People
it's
remarked how wildly inhumane this seems, and to boot, they were 800 a
800.
month.
The wild thing is that people still paid
Yes,
$800 and they liked it.
it's probably super cheap compared to everything else.
Compared, yeah.
Compared to everything else around.
I mean, I feel like you'd be having a hard time finding something for like less than 3 plus.
Yeah,
That's anything
but
decent.
you have to realize this. It's 800 a month.
Yeah, like 3,000.
Yeah, compared to like
Well,
3,000
probably more than that. Probably
Yeah.
3,500 to like
to rent
more.
an apartment, yeah, or a studio or something like that in
Yeah.
San Francisco.
But I feel like this is like, a product of people that's wanting to go to SF and then like not necessarily live in SF forever.
Yeah,
They go and like try to get if you're like going and
It-
working for a
it's-
startup, you're not having the most money, so maybe like this is a
it's like a hostel. I feel like
like
Yeah.
that I could see that, but I feel like
hostels are like
At
what,
least
like
the-
$50 to
with-
$80 a month or something, or say a day.
per day.
Yeah, per
So,
day. Yeah.
weirdly enough, cheaper than a hostel, but yeah, cheaper than a hostel, cheaper than an apartment, cheaper than renting a hotel room.
hmm
So weirdly enough, it does make sense for some people because if you're willing to go live in a hostel for like a month or something, or like if you're just gonna be here for a couple months, but you want your own space because like these are like little rooms, this kind of makes sense.
hmm
But yeah, different topic for a different time. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below about the Amazon ones and whether you think this is a good idea. I think it's a good idea if you have land and
If
want
you have
to
land, yeah.
pop up like something really quickly. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.